Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. This is part 50 of my TOS era Starfleet Tactical Officer, and I am the Big B82, so welcome. We're going to undertake the final two missions here on New Romulus. I have taken the liberty of doing the ruins missions, so we'll have to sit through me planting stuff around and doing all that nonsense. So I'm just going to do the two missions that we are needed to do here. Now we will speak with the Romulan logistics officer, and we'll do the mission, the power source, and then we also have another video recording which will be inside the space station, inside the area, which we have to do. Space station, spacecraft, whatever. So let's do the power source. Admiral, we detected a power source under the Hawaii ruins. The location is a series of lava tubes that lead to an underground volcano, but the energy readings are not geothermic in origin. We need to learn more, but the mineral content of the lava tubes is affecting our sensors, and a probe simply won't be able to do that kind of test we need. I know it's dangerous, but will you be willing to explore the area? You and your team will need to use environmental suits. The heat and pressure would be too much for anyone but a Folian. Okay, so I have already preempted this and got my 21st century EV suits ready for this. It will be dealing with you soon, Datan. Begin the power plant instance. Now, it would be interesting because Dr. Bishop technically is a hologram, so he shouldn't really need an EV suit. Now, would the game notice that, or will it not? We'll find out. Captain, these ruins are ancient, but the markings in this area would have been built around the time of the Sundering, but the lower levels appear to be much older. I recommend that we investigate deeper and see what we can learn more about this structure and its purpose. We need to be careful though, there's no telling what's down here. So I'm going to kit out me and my crew with our EV suits. Now I'm going to take a combat one, because I'm special. Dr. Bashir shouldn't need one. And that's it. Now Dr. Bashir shouldn't need one, so I do believe they actually give you one. There's like a box around here somewhere. These ruins are unusually well preserved, so there's not even any dust. They must have been completely sealed until recent seismic activity opened them up again. This is from the time when the Romulans left the Vulcans, so this was like probably the first colony they established away from the Romulans, very away from the wings, basically under the Raptor's wings. Admiral, detecting high levels of toxic gases as well as extreme heat ahead. Environmental suits will be required to go further. I believe that the containers nearby contain enough suits for the away team. Oh, except for Dr. Bashir, who shouldn't need one. And there's the box with the EV suits. We'll activate the suits. Now, will the game recognise him as a hologram? Well, we're about to find out. So far so good. Now will Julian start dying? Nope, it has detected him as a hologram, which is good. Instability looks pretty serious, Admiral. We should send a geological team to him down here. So we've got Folians. Now this is the kind of stuff the Folians like. This is, as they say, their bread and butter. I saw one run down this. Right, downloaded one set of Folian notes, so find out try and find out what the Folians are up to. There's a minor geological instability here, Admiral, but nothing serious. Based on the markings and nature of the material, this panel was definitely day one in origin. It appears to date from shortly before the cataclysm that made the planet uninhabitable, and describes the discovery of a defunct Iconian gateway by the Daewans. This panel describes the rebuilding of the power plant and restoration of the Iconian gateway. This rock appears to be weak here, Admiral, suggests to proceed with caution. Fighters are taking no share, aren't they? The statue is day when it shows heavy Iconian influence. Oh, that's all we fucking need. Although these were significant instabilities in the rock, it appears to have been artificially stabilised. Power appears to be an ancient power plant, probably the very one that caused geometric instability in this planet. Looks like the Tholians are trying to restart it. They can affect. Looks like the Tholians are trying to restart it. If they do, the effects on the colony could be devastating. We need to stop them. And that is what we will do. Try to anyway. Fuck's sakes, let me scan it. This console appears to hold records dating back to hundreds of thousands of years, but it's significantly damaged and very fragile. We'll be able to send in a team to recover it. This console appears to be damaged beyond repair. We may be able to salvage some of the components from it, but that's about it. Now, like a little mini game about to take place here. We're going to try and shut this place down. We're going to be attacked by Tholians. Admiral, something went wrong with during the power plant shutdown sequence. It appears to have initiated a cascade overload. I think I can deal with it remotely, but we have some time until then. You have to shut down the power between the 4 relays as it increases. If we can keep at least 2 relays functioning, we'll be able to. Basically, one of these is going to start overloading, which is there. That's badly damaged now, so if that dies, we're going to have to rush over there quickly. Only ever a few times may actually keep these from all overloading, so which one is it? Which one is it? Number 1. Which one's number 1? Oh, number 1's exploded. Number 1 blew up, so I lost number 1. Didn't even tell me which one it. He didn't even tell me which one it was until it was like the last minute, unless I missed it. Number 3 is over here. So we saved 3, but we lost 1. Literally. Would have got achievement for saving all of them, but it is what it is, I guess. Captain, we collected all the data we have down here, and now the Romulan teams can work to analysing and determine exactly what's down here, and how they can adapt it to the use. The power plant is massive. It is safe to use, and we should be able to provide unlimited amounts of geothermal energy for the entire planet. We won't be able to use it right away, but as long as the Tholians are here, it won't be safe for anyone down here. Are you ready to return to the surface? No. I'm not. Thank you. Now we know more about the area. It will be difficult to push the Tholians out, but now we know what they're down there, we'll be more careful. Also, we know that this is what they're looking for. Artifacts from the previous civilizations. If they're useful to the Tholians, they're useful to us. All we have to do is find them first. Pre-fired chamber and confirm. Right. Don't exit the exit here yet. I'm going to turn off you, and then we're going to get to the other mission, which is the Ancients.
New readings have been detected in the underground ruins on New Romulus. We need you to clear a path to the lowest levels and then signal us, so that Titan and our scientists can investigate.
Okay, accept. We'll signal Titan. I'm reading you loud and clear, Admiral. Head researcher Adania and I are preparing to make our way down to you. We'll be there soon. View the findings.
I received your signal. Thank you for calling us down. I knew we could count on you.
Sir, I think I found some kind of log or recording.
Can you activate it?
I'm not sure. It has some iconography similar to artifacts found in the Isha Forest Cave. This symbol in particular looks...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is. How old are those recordings?
This can't be right. The first one seems to be 200,000 years old. The second one was recorded 50,000 years after that. And were those things Iconians?
We have a lot of research to do before any of those questions can be answered. This gate is clearly inoperable. Do you believe it could be reactivated?
With time, yes, I believe so. By the elements! Do you know what this means?
It means we have a chance to learn about one of the galaxy's most feared and ancient races. We couldn't have done any of this without you. As amazing as this discovery is, it pales in comparison to what you've done for me and my people. I could never fully or properly express my gratitude for everything you've accomplished since coming to New Romulus. Because of you, the Romulans and Remans truly have a chance at starting a new life. You've helped secure our new home, and given us a fighting chance at survival. There are no words that will ever fully express my gratitude. Information discovered from researching this gate will be shared, of course. Some people would be opposed to the releasing of secrets such as these. But time and time again, you have proven that we can all work together. For a brighter future and for a better Romulus. I thank you.
Also the fact that I serve Starfleet and I'm duty bound to report it, you see. So yeah, and the Federation would know about this, but it was filed a report. So I'm receiving a priority 1 HAL. Excellent work as always, Admiral Venki Shun. In these past few months, you've done more for the Federation Romulan diplomacy and relations than anyone else in the past few years. In honour of your hard work and excellent service, I'm ordering a shipment of material that should allow you to acquire some much-deserved new equipment. I look forward to your next report. Keep up the good work. You can now use rewards from this mission to run a gear project found in the Romulan Republic tab of the reputation screen. Romulan Republic. Yeah, don't see that. Anyway, let's now exit the caves. So, are you ready to leave? I am ready to leave. So that is New Romulus all wrapped up in a little bow and done. So we can now leave New Romulus. Of course, we're going to have to swing back here for Sphere of Influence, so I'll take off this. Wrong one. And that, as I said, with that we will be back for the start of the Sonanade Spear, Dyson Spear story arc. So that's all done except for I'll worry about that. So we'll be beginning Spear of Influence, and then some of the Sonanade missions. I meant to say these ones are just fetch missions until we get to this one. So I might do these in all in one batch after we do Spear of Influence. So thank you very much for watching. I'm the Big B82. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate thumbs up as well. And I will see you in Spear of Influence in part 51. Ciao for now.